Hey folks, Mark Scroggins with Scroggins Law Group, back to answer some more of your frequently asked questions between the Reclamation Transformation podcast. One of the things, though, that is really important to remember is that the answers to these questions do not create an attorney-client relationship between you and me or you and my law firm. So if you have questions that you want to follow up on and you're actually seeking representation, reach out to Scroggins Law Group or reach out to another law firm and they can walk you through the process. So another question that we get frequently is about mediation and what's the point? Why does every court basically refer cases to mediation? Well, it's a couple of different reasons. One is they're trying to open up their docket a little bit. So only about 5 to 10% of all cases actually go to trial. So, and everybody knows just how backed up the court system is, especially after COVID. So if you think about that, that is the small number, you can understand why mediation is so important. So 90 to 95% of all cases that go to mediation settle. Okay. So it's a small number that don't end up settling. And a lot of that can be when one person is not being particularly reasonable. Okay. So here's the real advantage about mediation or an informal settlement conference. That is the time that you really have control over what's going on. You have control over what you're going to get coming out of a divorce or what your relationship is going to be with your children coming out of a suit affecting parent-child relationship. If you and your significant other can't agree on that, someone with a black robe is going to make that decision for you. And I've got news for you. All right. They're human beings just like everybody else, which means they're fallible. And sometimes they get it wrong. And sometimes they don't like a certain person, one of the parties. Maybe they think your lawyer's a real asshole. All right. So it's important to understand who you have representing you. It's important to know what you're trying to get across and the personality of the judge that you are going in front of. So those are all things to take in consideration when you start thinking about, do I really want to give someone the ability to craft my relationship with my child, or even, more challenging at times, do I want that person wearing the black robe to make a decision of what I get out of the marriage? I will tell you that sometimes it's absolutely necessary, but I'll tell you the vast majority of the time it's not.